you like it better when it's the same two teams kind of competing a lot and you see these dynasties like that? Or do you like it better like the last 6 years where new teams in the finals every year?
I like it open like this. It just it looks like it's harder to win now. If a team could just get so good and just dominate like that, that means it says something kind of about where the league's at.
Right now, every year we talk about the Nuggets are a dynasty, then they lose. Then it's the Celtics. Now it's the Thunder.
Every year,
the Thunder. That's a perfect segue. The Thunder,
bro.
What are they? 7-6 in their last 13.
Everybody's getting caught.
They needed a shot from Shea at home against the Jazz just to go in overtime and win. I want to talk about them. Would you hit the panic button at all?
No, no, man.
Because
It's called winner's fatigue.
A lot of teams are leaving like Alex Caruso and Lou Dort open, and they're missing shots, and it looks like that's when they lose games, right? When they're not making open shots. That's like the recipe now to beat them. Would you even think to move one of those guys?
People have. I like Caruso, but at one point his value was just like people are like Caruso's just. I'm like he good.
Yeah,
he makes defensive plays and he's athletic. And he's played on winning teams. And
when he was guarding Jokic in Game 7.
No. He can play. He's a good defender. He's a very good defender, okay? And he's a crafty offensive player in his own right. I say crafty, not with the ball in his hands, but he just makes some plays. And 4 or 5 years ago, he's a hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
So that was his gifts. Where he's at now, like he's still a good player, obviously, and so is Dort, but yeah, no reason to hit the panic button, man. Those guys are fine. They'll hit shots.
When I'm watching these games, they lose, especially against the Spurs. It looks like those guys are missing open shots. Jalen Williams isn't Jalen Williams yet right now. I think he's averaging like 18 points a game. So it looks like Shea's just having to do a lot versus obviously the last couple of years where it's been more free flowing, right? So that's when they're losing. You don't make any tweaks at all. You're just letting this ride.
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the team.
Yeah,
I'm good with their team.
Yeah, and you're not worried about Jalen Williams whatsoever, right?
What is this weird? Is weird year?
Well, slow start.
They come out to 24-1 without him. All right, it's just a weird thing. Paulo went through the same thing with the Magic. It happens with guys. Tatum's gonna have to deal with some of this too, like just coming back. You know, like he sees Jaylen Brown play well. There's a difference between him playing well and being like first team All NBA. So, is he the best player on the team? I don't. It's just weird.
Jaylen Brown's gonna get MVP votes. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, Tatum's gonna have to like figure that out when he gets back. Yeah. It's gonna be weird for a little bit. It just takes time. Like it's one thing to be injured and already have to like figure yourself out, get your body back. I think people underestimate like what surgery does to people and like how it takes time for a guy to like really feel like themselves again, from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint. Then you add to the fact that your team went 24-1 without you. So it's just like, and it was a thing that you couldn't say the 24-1 without the Jalen part. People would be like, bro, they're 24-1 and they don't even have Jalen. Yeah. They're 24-1 and Jalen's not playing. It was like a thing.
There was one post-game thing where he was like, I'm still on the team.
Remember? And he's like, I'm still on the team. And everyone's just laughing. Like, so that's it's real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know he laughs about it and jokes about it.
Yeah.
But like, it is real. So that's an added factor. Sometimes less is more. And when you don't have as many chefs in the kitchen, there's simplicity there. So like teams will play better in the short term. In the playoffs, they're going to need Jalen Williams. And they're not going to win again without him. So it's just part of like the ups and downs of the season. Because the NBA seasons are so long, 82 games, it allows for every team to have the up and down saga. You just can't have a perfect year. It doesn't happen.
Because even when you do like the Warriors 73-9, it ended bad.
Then it ended bad because like the pressure's there.
That's when you have your slump.
What
I mean? Like you'd rather have it in January.
They peaked and then they went to the playoffs and they had so much pressure where they had to win because they broke the record.
They went 7 games against the Thunder and then obviously 7 games against the Cavs.
So it's just like there's always going to be a trial and tribulation for every team. Everyone's different. Some are more drastic than others, but there's just too much time. It's a half a year season, 82 games. There's going to be months where a guy's playing like, man, we love him. There's going to be months where like, we got to get rid of him. It's just how it works. Just how people wake up every day and go to work and like some days you feel better than others. It's no different than guys playing basketball.
Yeah.
And what can happen is a guy can have something going on in his life or just having a bad week and then he plays bad and then the coach says something to him and because he's having a bad week, he says something back to the coach that's bad. So now they're feuding. So now there's a problem. Just like that, it happens. Just that quickly. And then you add millions of dollars in egos into it. So add a little gasoline on it. It happens quickly in sports. So people it just is such a long season, man. You know what I mean? So it's like.
But that Hornets game at OKC where they win by 20 plus points, that was the most shocking result so far of the season. I watched a lot of that game. I thought that's like, okay, we're not losing to the Spurs now and Wemby and we get all that, right? Like this is the Hornets, which, by the way, on the Hornets side of things, you're like Brandon Miller and Con. Like, the Hornets that we've been talking about, like, I saw the vision during that game. I'm like, and LaMelo didn't even play that great. It was more like Con and Brandon Miller. So on the Hornets side of things, that's an awesome win. But yeah, that was really weird. Like, losing by 20 at home to the Hornets to me is like,
I just think when you win, first off, every game they get everyone's best shot. Okay. They get everyone's best shot. So
you're not going out to eat or going out to drink the night before you're playing the Thunder.
There's
right?
no game. No, every game they play, the team is in bed by 10 the night before.
Yeah.
Because like, yo, we got OKC tomorrow. We're going at them. It's on national. Every game is nationally televised. Every game is, Shay's. It's just a 30-point streak. It's just so much is going on with them, right? And the expectation. Then they come out 24-1. At one point, people were making memes like, oh, this isn't fair. This team's too good. The pressure and expectation for this team is so fucking high. Then you have podcasts like us and everybody in the world. This team's going to win 5 years straight. Ain't nobody could beat them. They're the best team in modern day. This has a chance to be the best dynasty. I said these things, too.
Didn't Jalen Williams said, though, that they would beat the 96 Bulls or something,
yes.
or 2017 Warriors?
Yeah, he's
something.
He's respectfully, whatever how he talks. But like all those dudes, they walk a certain way and they move a certain way and they're fashion this and all that. I'm just telling you, okay? There's a lot going on with that team. And I'm saying it's even within, but you'd be surprised at how some of these role players move. Lou Dort walks in and is in like all leather and is doing like a full photo shoot by like his Lambo, just like he's a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys is all feeling themselves over there and they all getting paid well.
Yeah.
So listen, like it's gonna come in flows.
Yeah.
If I'm a Thunder fan, I'm not having any worries. All right? They're the number one seed in the West. Oh, no. They're not more number one seed of the West is the problem right now. You guys are mad that like they're getting a little winner's fatigue. Bro, Jalen Williams said the other day when they lost this is the best example I could say, from the in-season tournament. When they lost, he was like, well, the lights were bright. The reporter was like, it's just like a lot, a big moment. You guys feel like sometimes he's just get the best of you. He chuckled and goes, no, I played in the finals. I don't think there's a bigger stage than that.
Right.
So that comment tells you how they didn't even. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you feel like that, you think like that, some nights guys are going to get the best of you. It's just what happens when you're at the top. All right. And not to mention, they do have the best record in the league. What's going to happen is they're going to get to the playoffs and it's game time. And now it's serious. And now it's more of a ups. And all right, guys, you ready to go now? Season's over. It's boring. Bro, when you're a playoff team, you like just can't. You just want the season to get the over with. And you just want the playoffs to start. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we're already better than most. All right, let's go do this so we can be a top 2 or 3 seed, and then let's get to
they've been the 1 seed the last 2 years already.
Yeah, they're like let's get to it. So
Yeah.
you think right now, what do they see? Number 1 seed right now. So it's like they've lost some games. They're over there just like, oh my god, look how people are. I guarantee you, the Thunder guys are in the locker room like, look how these is tripping.
Yeah.
We lose a couple. Look how these guys talk. It's only a compliment to how dominant they've been. Is
For
that
sure.
they have a bad few weeks and everyone's like, what's going on? It's like, bro, they've won. They've been the number 1 seed 2 years in a row. They've been mollywhopping everybody. They surprise lost to Dallas the year before. They had the number 1 record that year. Then they come back and do it again. Then they don't win. They marched through the playoffs last year. They marched. The only resistance they even had was, quite frankly, a little bit of Denver and Indiana. That's it. So this team right now is 40 games in the season, damn near halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Bro, they're just like, yeah, we're number 1 seed already. We're just trying to get to our destination. That's the playoffs again. Yeah. And then this whole conversation will die out. I would not hit the panic button.
Their biggest threat in the
West.
West.
They have picks too. What do they need to worry about?
Their biggest threat in the West would be the Nuggets, like you always say.
That is their
Jokic
biggest
being
threat.
out and them just beating Philly and Boston this week without him. Are you one of those guys that thinks like this is really good for the Nuggets? That Jokic is out and they're still winning without him, and then when he comes back, everyone just has confidence.
I think a lot of times good things can come from your best player just missing a healthy amount of time.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not too much for something too good to happen to where he comes back and it's awkward.
Tatum Brown, is that you?
Yeah, like,
you've been playing with this Tatum Brown thing for a little while now.
It's getting tricky.
Yeah, every pod you bring a little bit of when Tatum comes back, I don't know what's gonna happen. By the way,
because
they're saying he's coming back this year.
I'm a big Tatum guy, as you know, and
Yeah.
that stems from not just Duke, but I like him as a person. I don't even know him,
Yeah.
so I don't want to make this as if like he's a homie. I just like his character. He's gotten so much negativity his way, and he's never been boisterous about like any of his achievements. He's a multiple first team guy. He's the highest paid player in the world at one point.